The role of the Police Operational Mentoring Liaison Team, or POMLET for short, is essentially to bring police capacity building to some of the front lines of where we're working as a task force. Our folks are actually embedded and they live full-time with the Afghan National Police in the outlying districts of Zari and Panjwai. And they live in small groups of 8 to 12, and they can team up with Afghan uniformed police who may number up to 30, and they live and work with them.
You're going to only minimize it down to one person getting hurt as opposed to all of you getting hurt.
The task of mentoring the AUP is not a simple task because it requires a lot of motivation, and I applaud them for actually digging deep and each day getting over any humps that they may have had to get over and pick up and start afresh the next day.
It's possible, and he's the only one who's going to blow up and get hurt.
In the past, a few years ago, the A&A were just at the beginning stages of developing to be a professional military force, and now we're focusing on the police, which is the biggest link to the community.
Many ways that you're going to be able to use to control someone who's become aggressive with you and cause you to escalate your use of force.
The village elders usually are the ones who decide who out of their village would be proposed to become an AUP officer. From that point, they would be sent to the RTC, the Regional Training Center. Once they graduate their course, the new system tries to put them into a platoon structure. Then they're sent out as a group to an AUP location. For example, here at Pajmal North, we have a group of AUP here, and then they begin conducting policing activities from this location.
This man, I would search him. I've already taught you how to search a man. You gotta search him standing up or sitting down? Standing up or on the ground?
No,
on the ground, exactly. He's at the least risk to me on the ground. Even if this is used for searching under the vehicle, instead of you climbing underneath the vehicle.
The Afghan Uniformed Police training will teach something, then we'll go outside of the PSS and we'll put it into practice, whether it be a vehicle checkpoint, a cordon and search on a compound, or even as basic as a patrol. I think the two biggest challenges as a mentor is the language barrier. For what would normally take us at home to teach a class, say 40 minutes, can take up to 2 to 3 hours to teach. So it's broken down into very small portions, just because everything has to be translated into their language. Sometimes our language is interpreted differently. The Afghan Uniformed Police accompany us on absolutely every patrol. That's the purpose of us being here, is to mentor them. We're not here to actually do the patrols. We're here to enhance their abilities to go out and patrol themselves. Eventually, what we would like to see is the AUP to be actually able to go out and conduct a patrol successfully and safely without the requirement of actually having ISAF forces accompanying them. While we're out on a patrol, they're always the first people to meet the public. For the most part, it's the AUP who communicate with the people. And through our interpreter, we will ask them to ask specific questions and try and glean specific information. But as much as possible, we try to get the AUP to be doing all of the communicating with the public, as opposed to them wanting to come and talk to us. But we have to develop tactics and methods of reacting to situations so that we can still respect their cultures, and they too can respect their cultures. In the recent past, we've had a lot of activity in this area, and from what I've seen, the level of confidence that they have gained through our mentoring and the training that they've been provided, they're much more effective in situations where the troops come under fire. They're more controlled. In addition to that, their actions outside the wire, they appear more professional. They take pride in how they look. They're getting better at dealing with the community itself. The AUP skills have drastically improved. I've found that the more that you're willing to teach them and show them, And when they put it into practical application, they see the value in the skills that are being brought to them, and they want to learn more. As they learn more, in the recent past, we taught cordon and search, and when they went out and actually conducted the cordon and search for real during missions, they've been exemplary in their performance.